Hello, my friends. How are you today? I've already got some friends inside. Hi, Lydia. Good to see you. Cooper, good to see you, little buddy. I'm so glad you had a better day today. Bella, good to see you. How are you? Drop your name below if you're watching so I can call you out. Today was kind of a rough day for Mr. Nick, I'm not going to lie. They announced that school wouldn't be back in for the rest of the year in Nebraska. And that was pretty tough. So, sorry if I'm not at my full energy level today. Had kind of a rough day emotionally, so I may not be as excited as I normally am to read you the book. And that's okay. Okay, before we get started, let's just go through our 4 steps of the rug for story time. Show me that your voices are quiet, your body is calm, your eyes are watching, and your ears are listening. Cooper, that means you. Show me those ears. I wanted to pick out a book that was a very special book today because the realization hit me that since school is ending, I won't be seeing a lot of my friends as much anymore. So I picked out a book that's a classic book, and it's called Love You Forever. It's written by Robert Munsch, and it's illustrated by Sheila McGraw. It's an older book, but it's a classic. If you've ever read it, you already know how good it is. And for those of you that are joining me now that haven't read it, you're about to find out. Love You Forever, written by Robert Munsch and illustrated by Sheila McGraw. While I'm finding the page, please turn to the person next to you and give them a high five, a hug, however you want to show them that they mean something to you. Mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The baby grew, he grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old. I'm glad you liked this story, guys. And he ran all around the house. He pulled all the books off the shelves, he pulled all the food out of the refrigerator, and he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, "This kid is driving me crazy." Do you guys ever drive your parents crazy by doing stuff? I bet you do sometimes. But at nighttime, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, looked up over the side of his bed, and if he was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The little boy grew, he grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was 9 years old, and he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath, and when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. Nate, I bet you sometimes your mom has wanted to sell you to the zoo, huh? Nate says yes. But at nighttime, when he was asleep, the mother quietly opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up that 9-year-old boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The boy grew, he grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He had strange friends, and he wore strange clothes, and he listened to strange music. Sometimes the mother felt like she was in a zoo. Nate, I don't know if that's right, man. This kind of looks like you sometimes. I remember you being this crazy when you were in my classroom, buddy. But at nighttime, when that teenager was asleep, the mother opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up that great big boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Hello, Sarah. Good to see you. If I have any new friends that haven't said hi, please let me know who's in the room so I can give you a shout out. The teenager grew, he grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was a grown-up man. He left home and got a house across town. I really like this book too, Coop. I'm glad you do, buddy. But sometimes, on dark nights, the mother got into her car and drove across town. Where do you think she's going to go? If all the lights in her son's house were out, she opened his bedroom window, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of his bed. If that great big man was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Well, that mother, she got older and older and older. One day she called up her son and said, "You'd better come see me because I'm very old and sick." So her son came to see her. When he came in the door, she tried to sing the song. She sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always." But she couldn't finish because she was too old and sick. The son went to his mother, he picked her up and rocked her back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. He sang the song, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be." Hi, Jax. Good to see you, buddy. Didn't get to see you much today, so hope to see you tomorrow. When the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs. Then he went into the room where his new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in his arms and very slowly rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while he rocked her, he sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." And that was "Love You Forever" by Robert Munch, illustrated by Sheila McGraw. And to all my friends that are watching, I hope that you remember, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my students you'll be. I hope I get to see you all again soon. To the ones that I get to see every day, I'm very happy that I get to see you. I hope you all are doing well, and I miss you guys.